What's going on, guys? Matt Manduke, and I am at Bryce Canyon again. Day 2, trail 3. I'm going to be doing the Tower Bridge Trail, and that's a 5.5 mile walk around where I will overlap some of the stuff that I did yesterday. So I'm not going to record that, at least not the stuff that I'm overlapping, because you've already seen that by the time you're seeing this. Today is April 2nd. But you're not going to see this until the end of next week. Maybe even longer, I don't know. I do have a day hike planned for tomorrow as well, but not here. So you'll get that after this one. But anyway, I do notice that the mic on this phone is garbage compared to the S10 Plus, which sucks. Because the Note 10 should be at least the S10 Plus, but it's not. It's missing a lot of features. And it's convincing me to get an S20, but I don't know if I'm ready for that. It is slightly less windy today, so hopefully audio quality will be a little bit better, but I did cut out most of the wind from yesterday, so we'll find out. Anyway, let me get on with the hike, and I am using trekking poles because, well, after yesterday, the only thing that's really sore is my neck. And that's mostly because I use that heavy North Face backpack. It's not really made for backpacking. It kind of is because it has all the pockets and the storage capacity, but it's heavier than a backpacking jacket, and it sets on my shoulders differently. It's also kind of made to have a laptop in it because it has a pocket for that. You're not carrying a laptop on a hiking trail. And I thought I learned my lesson yesterday because image stabilization in this camera is garbage. And yes, the wind is a little bit more dramatic than you really want it to be. But this is a nice overlook to the canyon. And I'm going to be taking a trail over there. So we'll see how that goes. That does go down into the canyon, so it should be interesting. Alright, so this is where the trail splits, and yesterday I went to the Fairyland view and the Hodos, and I'm taking a right today, which takes you to the lower part of the Hodos. I'm a little bit down, and this is more or less what the trail has looked like so far. I did stop and talk to a park ranger for a while, which was very enlightening. They do normally charge for Bryce, which is something that I didn't know from yesterday, and well, she had a lot to talk about. We were talking about the country for the most part, but they're only not shut down because the county doesn't allow it, and they're not charging. Apparently no national park is during this pandemic. So alright, so I stopped here because I want to get this sign, and where I'm at here, I distinctively remember taking pictures of yesterday, and no, you couldn't see that hole from the ridge way over there. But as soon as I stopped, there's a big gust of wind, and there hadn't been any wind as I walked along the trail over here. There's also a hole on that one, which maybe getting behind this rock would, help, because it would block the wind. And they do specify a lot about not climbing these, and that plants are sensitive in this area, and I can understand why, because you're living in a very aggressive environment. Like there's a dead one there. All right, so a little further down the trail, it's interesting because you see that and you kind of see how that's formed, and then you're right up on this one, and you can see how it actually looks up close, which is cool. And then there's another one you go around there. There's a split in the road. It says Fairyland Trail, and Fairyland View is 4 miles from there, and Tower Bridge is 200 yards. Now I'm going to go check out the Tower Bridge and then come back here and go toward the Fairyland Trail. The sign there says that that's the end of the trail, even though the trail clearly goes on. That's the Tower Bridge, and I took a picture from the other side that I'm going to clip in here, but As you can see, it's like flat with a hole on one side and a hole on the other side, and that's, well, not what I thought it was from the view yesterday, but it is quite amazing. And really the whole scenery here is very amazing, and being in the trees is quite interesting, even though it didn't look like it so much from, from the rim. But the trees also provide a lot of shade, which to some degree is nice because it is a little hot in the sun when the wind isn't blowing through. Alright, so around this corner I kind of figured it was time for a video because I saw it from the other side, and yeah, I took some pictures and whatnot, but you come around the corner and you're completely shaded, and it looks like you'll be shaded for quite a while, but you also get that view, which is quite amazing. The wind only picks up when I want to shoot a video. It doesn't do it when I'm trying to take pictures. But I like this scene because you can see a lot of the trail down there, and then you can see the trail over there, and I've been on that trail as it looped around at the bottom of the canyon. Well, towards the bottom of the canyon. There is much more to this place and much more backcountry. I do want to come back and do the rest, but I am making it a rule for myself that I'm not going to come back to any of these parks that I've already been to do trails that I haven't already done until I have a hiking partner. So first times may be by myself, but second times are not going to be. If I ever find one, and if in 10 years I haven't found one, I'll be back and doing the trails that I haven't already done. I think I'm making pretty decent time. I'm about 2.5 hours into my trek. It's almost 5 o'clock, so I got about 2.5 hours until sunset. And according to Google, I'm 3.5 miles in. And according to the park map, that means I got 2 miles to go. But Google's still telling me that it's quicker to go back the other way, so I don't know. But I'm not going back the way I came. And I'm only shooting videos now when I'm stopping to catch my breath anyway. Well, I made it to Fairyland view, and at this point I'm making the decision to take the road instead of the rim trail because of sunset. It's currently 5:45 and sunset's around 7:30, and even though Google says it's an hour and 20 minutes, Google's been saying an hour and 20 minutes since I was way out there. So, and that's probably basing on flat terrain, which this is not, and nor is the rim trail. I assume the sign over here says yeah, 2.7 miles, which means that I didn't do it nearly as much as I said I did yesterday. But I think I was only like on the other side of that cliff over there yesterday, which means I may as well have made it here. But I'm close enough where I considered it an accomplishment. I should have started earlier, and if I didn't have to take that 40-minute explosive diarrhea shit on my way to the canyon, I would have made it through this entire trail. But if I didn't take it on my way too, I would have had to take it during the hike. So I'm kind of glad I didn't have to do that. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this, and it gives you an idea how long it'll take you. You should be in better shape than me, but you might not be, who knows. But give yourself ample time. If you're going to do the trail that I just did, which is Tower Bridges to the Fairyland Trail, up to the Fairyland View, if you start at 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning, you should have ample time, because you're going to want to stop and take pictures, because even the things that you saw in this video are going to be different for you when you see them, because everything is a matter of perspective. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I wouldn't do this without you. I'll see you, my friends, in my next video.